It's time to make money your number one employee. This is the Extremely Opinionated podcast, where regular people get to share their extreme opinions about finance, investing, business, startups, and more. With your host, Dr. Travis Davis. He's always searching for his next ace.
What's going on out there, good people? Y'all know what it is. It's another day of Extremely Opinionated, the podcast for hustlers. Preferably my online hustlers, you know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys have been enjoying the episodes and getting educated on exactly how we do this online hustling. If you guys are not familiar with what goes on, make sure you check out extremelyopinionated.com for more shows, as well as if you are ready to become an internet hustler, visit hustlethenet.com, and I'll be helping train you with completing that task for you. But today's episode of Extremely Opinionated, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about expanding your brand. A lot of us, we might sell products already, or we might have a service that we provide to others, but we're just not where we want to be yet. And when I say not where we want to be, we're not making that residual income that we want to make, that we know we can make, right? So I want to teach you guys how to do that. It's actually quite simple, and it's all about simplification. So the simpler you can make things, the easier things become, and the more you generate. So when it comes to the internet, in order to maximize your profit, to maximize your return on investment, you have to know how to talk. You've got to know how to talk on the internet. And I don't mean like talking correctly as far as enunciating your words the right way or anything like that. I mean, you have to know how to capture your tribe. Right? So literally, don't worry about anybody else. And that's where we mess up at, is because we're always focusing on trying to get everybody, and you will not succeed. And then this doesn't matter if you're using the internet or not. Like, this comes in business, and I know this because I have over 9 businesses, right? So if you want to excel in your business, you have to know who to talk to. And when you figure out who to talk to, that is your tribe. It's more of them. So in order to expand that, you have to write down like the words or how your perfect customer looks. Like, are they broke? Do they make, and literally write all of this stuff down. Like, do they make $50K a year? Do they have kids? Do they have a house? Do they live in DC? Like, just jot it all down. Once you jot it all down, you go to Google and you start putting in those words and click on images, right? And Google's gonna pop out an image of a person that looks just like the person that's your dream client. Like, if you could work with this person, it would make life so much easier. These people would understand you. All of that is the reason why you have to do this drill, because it's literally going to help you find that perfect customer. Now, once you find that perfect customer, you got to go back old school, right? Like, this is the thing that the education system taught us this, but we thought it was so stupid because they didn't expand on it. They just used it. My bad, I gotta turn the speed up. I'm doing 55 on the highway. So They just used it to get us to learn bullshit in school that we didn't want to know, right? But you got to go back to the web days where you like put something in the middle and then you put a branch over here and a branch over there and a branch over there. All right. So if you do this, you take your perfect customer. For me, for instance, my perfect customer is somebody who started out in business, right? They have a business that's going, might be making a couple $1,000s or something, but they don't know how to expand. Like, they have something great that's happening, but they can't figure out how to expand it, right? So when I put that person here, I'll call him Tim, right? And I put a big circle around Tim, just like this, right? Then I say, okay, what are Tim's problems? He needs more customers. All right. He needs more time. He has kids. All right. He has some financial issues. And that's usually because they don't know how to budget. All right. And as you can see, I'm just writing this stuff down. He needs more content. He needs funnels. He needs email. Gotta get from behind this tractor trailer. Throwing rocks. Let me think. He needs a better brand. All right, so look, out of that, now granted, don't talk about my handwriting. Out of that alone, okay, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 things right there already, right? The beauty about that, I could talk about 8 things off rip. I got 8 things. But that's not enough, right? I can go over here and customers, okay? So Tim needs customers. Now, how can we go about customers? We can do podcasts, right? And then I could stretch podcasts and go to interviews that he can get on podcasts and how he can interview other people for his podcast. All right. How else can he get customers? Networking events. All right. How else can he get customers? IG. Right? Reposting people's stuff on IG. How else can he get customers? Facebook. So now that I'm just in customers, I've already written down 6 things about how to get customers. Now, email. He ain't got an email set up. Well, he needs to learn about email. All right. But so on and so on. As you guys can see, I can stretch this board out, right? And that is how you need to do it for your niche. If you're in photography, you do the same thing. You put photography in the middle. Well, where do you want to go with photography? Who is your perfect customer? Are they in weddings? Well, put weddings right here, right? And then expand it. Like, what else about weddings, okay? Videography, the day of the wedding, shoots before the wedding, engagement, maternity, all of this stuff lands in the weddings. And what do? You take this board. After you get this board, and you guys know I harp on ClickFunnels, and I'm going to show you why I harp on ClickFunnels. All right. So you take this board right here, and this is content, guys. You have to go create content, do blogs, do vlogs, videos if you're not a writer, okay? This is all of the information that your perfect customer is looking for. So you create these funnels, right? And you create these blogs with hyperlinks. So let's say I'm on the internet. I write a blog about driving Instagram, promoting other people to build your tribe on Instagram. I write that, and during my blog, I mentioned how Instagram connects with Facebook. Well, I hyperlink the word Facebook, and then it takes them to my Facebook blog that's talking about Facebook for customers. And now I have my perfect customer trapped. They're trapped into my system. I'm indoctrinating them into what I know and nothing else. And now they can understand me, okay? They can understand what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. And why? Because I already know everything that they want. I've answered everything that they ever needed. It's all right here. So then they start to buy my services. They start to buy my products. And when you build this, right, like if I'm talking about Instagram, right, there's affiliate things that I can get commission off that pertains to Instagram. So as my blog is right there, granted, I'm trying to get them to buy my service for me to help them grow their business, right? Well, by me having the, my bad, I got to speed through here. This car's be creeping. But by me having that right there, and I understand what they want on Instagram, well, what naturally happens is I know that they also need a backdrop, right? To take pictures. They need, maybe the new iPhone or cameras or microphones. Well, I put all of that stuff on my blog site, ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels will allow you to do all of this, but I put it all on my blog site where people don't know that it's me. It's called affiliate commission. They click on the link, it takes them over to Amazon from my site. Okay, that link is dedicated to me. Now they can go to Amazon and buy the camera, buy the backdrop, buy whatever that I use. And I told them about it. I already told them about it in the blog. Well, they buy it, I get commission. Then they use the product. They see the product works. Guess who told them about the product? Me. Guess who they trust in even more? Me. So by me doing that, it raises my credibility, as well as it lowers that trust wall. All right. And people can understand, like, hey, I can trust this guy. This guy isn't out to harm me. He's out to help me. And literally, if you do this the correct way, now it's not an overnight look. Nothing that I'm telling you guys is an overnight sensation. Like, all of that information takes work. Like, you got to create and build all of that stuff. But if you do it a day at a time, like, you've been doing everything in your life to make, like, look at where you're currently at. You've been doing everything in your life to make $80,000, $90,000, whatever, wherever you're at. You every year are making that money. I'm telling you something that within a year or two, if you consistently do this, you can make $300,000, $400,000. The sky is the limit. There is no cap to the internet, but it takes work. It's different. It's new. It's something that you've never done. So you got to be patient. But I promise, if you have all of this content and you have this mapped out and the plan the correct way, and once again, I can help you guys understand this process. All right. If you do all of that, a year or two later, boom, you booming, baby. And you booming because you got all of the content. And what is a person going to do if they get the information from your site? They're going to go tell somebody else about it. And then boom, you've taken off. You are now the guru that they are telling people about. And guess what? They are driving traffic to your website. You don't have to pay ads. You don't have to do all of that extra stuff that you don't know anything about. So I challenge you guys to learn something different. Okay, pulling up here to Wegmans. Got to go get me some food. Learn something different. Get educated on this internet, because I cannot stress how much the internet can set you financially free if you allow it. Don't forget, if you guys are interested in ride sharing, which you guys know, I am in love with ride sharing and the opportunities that it brings to building your brand and finding customers. That's all I've been preaching about in the other episodes, but you guys can check out ride sharing by going to ridefleet.com. I do coach my rideshare drivers and teach you how to maximize your money with rideshare. Because if you just rideshare alone, it's not enough money in there. So I teach with that. If you guys want to expand your brand online, don't forget, visit hustlethenet.com. I will be doing a workshop very soon, the Hustlers Live workshop, where we're actually going to be hands-on building your funnel, building your email, creating a budget and a plan for you so you can succeed. So be on the lookout for that. I was trying to get it done within 2019, but it's not looking like that'll happen. The venue space, they're charging crazy everywhere because, of course, it's Christmas time in Washington, D.C., so you know how that goes. But stay on the lookout. I hope that this information is valuable to you. Don't forget, please like, repost, share this information, and comment, guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this. And I appreciate each and every one of my listeners out there. And don't forget, make sure you have your extreme opinion and you're letting the world know about it, and become an elite hustler today.
Thank you for listening to the Extremely Opinionated podcast. Keep learning from the show by visiting officialtravisdavis.com or by following Dr. Travis Davis on Instagram at officialtravisdavis. Now, go make your money work for you.